Chapter 1. He fell. He had been falling for a long time now, or perhaps that was only an illusion. Time had little meaning in dreams. Perhaps for the dreamer, this was a nightmare. To him, it was strangely peaceful. No storm winds, no thunder, nothing above, nothing below, just silence and darkness and falling. He shouldn't be here. He knew that, without a doubt. He should call on the storm to turn this fall into flight and leave this little dream for the greater one. Go back to the sky and the lightning and this endless, lonely duty. But he was tired, so tired, and it was quiet here. He could rest. He could almost be content to fall forever. I know what it's like to be scared to wake up. At first, he mistook the voice for his own. Even though he'd been trying to return for years, he was afraid to wake up. It would mean confronting the consequences of his failure. He'd left such pain and ruin in his wake. How could he ever atone for that? In his darkest moments, sometimes he was glad that he didn't have a choice, that he couldn't wake up. It was easier to be lost in the storm than to come home. I know what it's like to be tired of fighting. He'd been fighting for so long. The horned serpents, the storm, his own weakness. His entire existence was a battle without end. That was the burden he'd accepted, that he'd demanded. He'd wanted to be the hero, and his wish had been granted. He was needed. In his darkest moments, sometimes he wished it would all stop, that the storm would let him go so that he could rest at last. It could have been his own voice, but it wasn't. You're safe now. Her whisper wrapped around him. Darkness still surrounded him, but it was different now. Not an emptiness, but a presence. Your animal's gone. Without willing it, he found that his headlong fall had slowed. Warmth enfolded him like vast, sheltering wings. He hung weightless in the void, held up by her strength. It can't hurt you anymore. No dreamer had ever spoken to him like this. They'd shared their fears, their desires, but never echoed his own.